Hi guys! So today I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising people for the month of March. And I'm just going to start right away with a Celtic Cross spread to get going on you guys and see what's going on with you. So, I hope you guys are having a good birthday month, birthday season. Or that you had a good birthday if yours was in February. And if you guys are other Pisces placements, I also hope you guys are having a good March and Pisces season. So, alright. So what's going on for Pisces right now in their lives at the moment? We have the Chariot. Okay. And what is the conflict or challenge in Pisces placements' lives? Oh, okay, we got the Empress reverse. Sorry. Empress reverse. Okay. And now what's going on in the subconscious for Pisces placements and why they are here in this time? We got the Nine of Cups. Sorry if the camera is not focusing. I am using flash and hopefully this works out. So, what happened in Pisces placements recent past that got them to this point? We have the Nine of Swords. And what's going on in Pisces' current thoughts and feelings that they're presenting to the world right now that's very on the surface that people can see. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Alright, and then what's going to happen in the near future for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus people in regards to this situation? Okay, we got the Son of Cups in reverse, so the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, you guys. So, with the Chariot in the middle of the spread, I can see you guys being very progressive at this time, especially with the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Pentacles on top and the Nine of Cups at the bottom. I can see that I feel like there's some goal or something you know you have to achieve with your life, with the High Priestess coming up as well as a clarifier. I feel like there's an internal knowing that you need to get somewhere, and I feel like maybe the challenge right now with the Empress being your challenge is either there's a woman in your life that's preventing you from getting to this place, or the divine feminine aspects of yourself are preventing you from getting to this place, or you feel like they are. We're going to get a clarifier or two for the Empress. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. We'll put these over here. One more. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Oopsie. In reverse as well. So there could be a relationship with a woman in your life that isn't going well, and you may have this desire to move on from it or something of that kind, but you just can't. I feel like it's very hard for you to do this, and if that isn't resonating in any way, I feel like this could be just the feminine aspects within yourself you're having a very hard time with connecting to, or moving on in that part of your life. That journey is kind of stunting you in some way. Maybe if you're a man as well, this doesn't just mean like super feminine aspects. This could be like the way you express love, or the way that you show care or tenderness to those around you, or the way that you nurture or put growth into your life, if that makes any sense. Like the way you attract abundance is how the Empress is being represented in this spread, and I feel like that has been your challenge lately, Pisces placements. But with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I want to ask what that's about for you guys. We got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We're going to get one more card to see what that's all about and why that's the subconscious motivator. Also, sorry about the background noise. It's windy today. Trees are hitting the house. So yeah, my bad. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so for the subconscious motivator, you guys, I feel like there's a place in your life that you want growth extremely deeply because you care a lot about that aspect in your life. I feel like that's where the Ace of Pentacles is coming from up here. I feel like there's something that has been lacking nurturing or care or treatment in your life that may have to do with friends or like close family relationships, or it could be a relationship, a romantic one, but I'm not necessarily seeing that. It could be as well. But, well, I guess I was saying that shuffling for the Ace of Pentacles, and I got the Ace of Cups, so it very well could be a romantic relationship or somebody that you show a lot of love for, or you know that you will have a lot of love for, or have a lot of blooming love for. Sorry. And maybe your way of expressing this to them is very, like, I feel like in the past with your Nine of Swords being there, we're going to ask about that, actually. Yeah, okay, so we have the World. I'm going to get one more card really quickly before we keep talking about it. I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of anxiety revolving around a certain situation in your life that like may have reached some type of resolution, but you know it's not over in the grand scheme of things. And I feel like that causes you a lot of anxiety for some reason. Like, okay, we got Two of Cups shuffling for that. So it could be a romantic relationship as well, or something that you had, somebody that you had feelings for. And I feel like in the future, or currently, you're trying to pursue this, but I feel like either this person, if you're a man watching this and you're interested in women, this person is not seeming to be very interested in you, or like may not be showing receptive signs to you that you're looking for, I guess, but that's not really stopping you. I feel like people are looking at you right now, this person especially, for asking about a romantic relationship. They're kind of looking at you as somebody who's offering them quite a bit, if that makes sense, with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles on the forefront. I feel like they see you as somebody with a lot of potential, and people around you see you as somebody with a lot of potential. I think that you're looked at in a very positive light as somebody who kind of knows what they're doing and is very like forward moving. I feel like this whole Empress thing where you're not, if you're a woman and you're not in touch with your like divine feminine essence right at this moment, I feel like that's not showing on you. I feel like that's all in your head. And so if you're not feeling pretty lately, like that's all in your head, if that makes any sense, like, because you are. That's just what I'm going to say. If you're not feeling good about yourself, or you're not feeling sensual, or like somebody would even look at you in that way, that's the total wrong way to look at it. But because people are really seeing you as a very like prosperous potential right now, and I think that they can tell you have a lot of feelings, and a lot of deep feelings at that. And I have a feeling that getting something that you wanted in the present moment is going to give you a lot of optimism for your future, even if it's not going the way you want it to right at the moment. That's okay. We're gonna ask about we're gonna ask about the future, which is the Sun of Cups reverse. We got the Nine of Cups. We're gonna get one more. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We're actually gonna get one more. Why is the Sun of Cups reversed? More like, we have the Three of Wands. Okay, so the way that I looked at that or read that right away is, oops, Three of Wands was in reverse. The reason the Three of Wands is in reverse, and the reason the Sun of Cups is in reverse, actually no, this was not in reverse, but it might as well be, because I feel like this is coming in a more distant future versus a very near future. So if this doesn't happen for you like tomorrow or next month, like, I'm sorry, like, this may be a connection you've been waiting on, like, to transform for like a while now, and I feel like that's why it was stressing you out so much in the past, and I feel like that's what's stressing you out now. I feel like this person is gonna come back to you in the future though. Like, just wait on it, be patient. This person's gonna come to you and fulfill that wish that you've been secretly hoping for in regards to that connection. I feel like they really, what you're looking for right now is some emotional expression. I can see that. I feel like that's what you really want, because you have a lot of that, and I feel like you have a lot to give when it comes to this situation, because you're trying to give it. I just feel like this person may not be as like may not be reciprocating this as well as you would like them to, or this situation isn't going the exact way you planned, or it's taking a long time. But this is like Spirit's like, please be patient thing. And if it's not this person that comes around, someone else will. Because that's how it always goes, you know. If you're not in a relationship right now and you're waiting on a specific partner, maybe a different partner will come along. And it may just be not what you were expecting for your future. Sorry about the background noise again, it's just the wind. But yeah, so there's that Celtic Cross spread for you guys. And we are going to get into the romance reading now for the month of March. 1 second. Sorry, I've been like in a really peppy mood, so if this bothers you, like, my bad. Okay, so now we're going to do the romance reading for the Pisces placements, and we're going to pick 2 cards from this Archangel Animal deck. One is going to be you, one will represent the other person. You pick which one resonates the most with you and them. We have the Camel, which is be foreboding and patient. We were just talking about being patient, Pisces placements. Maybe that's you. We'll see. Up to you. And now for the other person in the Pisces romantic reading. Ooh, we have the Rhinoceros, which is be strong and courageous. Okay. So, now, for the top row, we are going to do 3 cards for the Camel, 3 cards for the Rhino. The 3 cards right now are what's going on in their relationship in the current moment, how they feel about it currently in their own lives or their own brains, or what's going on with them, depending on what shows up. And the 2 cards we'll pull for the middle is how they are approaching each other with these feelings or energy, if they are at all. It'll make more sense once it's laid out. So I want 3 cards for the Camel and how they are feeling about this romantic relationship. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups reverse. We have the Hangman. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. We're going to pull the card for how the Camel is approaching the Rhino in the near future. My goodness. We have the 9 of Swords. Or not in the near future, like right now. My bad. Okay. And then, how is the Rhino feeling about the romantic relationship with the Camel at this moment? The Fool reverse. Also, if you fast forward through me shuffling, I won't get offended. I just feel the need to like show it on camera because I don't want people to think I'm not doing it or whatever, because I understand. So, Death reverse. Ooh. And the Moon reverse. Interesting on the Rhino side. Okay. So now we're going to pull for how the Rhino is coming at Camel. Okay. So we have Judgment. Now, just a disclaimer. These relationship readings are very in-depth. I would not watch these if you're not having a problem with the person that we're asking about. Or, like, if you're really not curious, like, if you're just watching for fun, it might not apply to you because a lot of this stuff gets deep and a lot of this stuff gets personal. So that's, like, a disclaimer I should put at the beginning of all my romantic relationship readings because of the way these spreads have laid out. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to offend anyone, first of all, because, like, I don't think anybody deserves that. It's just I'm giving my perspective of how I'm reading cards. And if it doesn't resonate at all, don't force it to. Just, you know, keep it moving and whatever. So, yeah. Okay, so for the Camel, we have the 10 of Cups reverse, the Hangman, the 2 of Pentacles, and they're approaching the Rhino with the 9 of Swords. So, I feel like the camel senses some type of lack of emotional stability in the relationship with the rhino, if there is one. I feel like they maybe... There's a lot of different ways to look at this situation in the camel's eyes. I feel like they're definitely starting to do so more so with the hangman. I think they're... In this situation, I feel like they're almost waiting to be put up on the chopping block in a way for some reason or another, and that's why they're so nervous. I feel like the rhino, though, is coming to them currently with some type of decision that needs to be made. I feel like the camel may have a lot on their plate right now. I want to see why the Two of Pentacles is here for the camel, just so I can get more insight into what's going on in their lives currently, because I don't want to say the wrong thing if that's not what it is, you know. Okay, so I got the Mother of Wands, so the Queen of Wands, and I also got the Two of Wands. So I feel like there may be two different options that the camel has involving life path and different directions they need to take. I feel like the camel is going through a period of enlightenment, though, and I feel like they may not feel emotionally fulfilled at this time for this reason. I feel like the camel knows that right now is the time to wait. And I feel like that's why they're a little bit nervous, because it seems like the rhino's coming at them with judgment. I feel like that's a very forward way for the rhino to approach someone who isn't ready for it, if that makes sense. I don't think the camel is ready for the discussion that the rhino is trying to have with them, first of all. I think the camel, like, feels a lack of emotional connection to either, like, the rhino themselves or in their life in general, and I feel like that's upsetting them. I also feel like they have a weird lack of self-confidence, or they have to pick between themselves and someone else, or two different people. That could also resonate. Doesn't have to. Don't force it to if it doesn't. But this anxiety that's being brought to the rhino, okay, so with the Fool reverse, Death reverse, and the Moon reverse, I feel like the rhino is coming to a very important realization in their life. There's a cycle they don't want to end with Death being in reverse. There's also a cycle they're afraid to start, and I honestly think it's because of their intuition. I think that there's something that they have realized about either the camel or themselves or their life in general that is very important, and I feel like it's kind of like, it's changed the game when it comes to this relationship. Having 4 major arcana cards on this side and the camel only having 1, and it's the hangman where they're kind of like, oh shit, like just kind of waiting for something to happen, it seems like. I don't know. Or they're like have a lot going on, so they're kind of focused on other aspects in their life, and then all of a sudden the rhino is like, okay, judgment time. Here's my list of pros and cons. Or they're like, or they're really presenting to the camel that they are... I'm going to get one more card for judgment and why this is here for the rhino and why they're presenting this to the camel in the present moment, or what ways that could apply. We have the Hierophant. Okay, so it's almost like there's some lesson that needs to be learned in regards to this connection, a big time, with 5 of these cards being major arcana. If you're the rhino and you're going through kind of like a crazy transformative period in your life, just know that you're not alone, or that the rhino spread is for you. Like, if you're going through some things but not really, you feel like life is kind of just chilling right now for you, you might be the camel. But if things are happening for you at a very fast pace, and there's a lot of things you know need to change that you might be avoiding changing or taking action on, maybe up till this point even, because of some realization or lesson you learned involving the situation, that means you have to kind of go forward with it now, you're probably the rhino. Because the rhino is going through some shit. Let me tell you. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I feel like it's very transformative and very, like, life-changing, definitely. So now we're going to see the secrets or hidden feelings or things below the surface in this relationship for both sides. We're going to get the camel first. It's going to be 3 cards to provide further insight on either the person you're asking about or yourself. Okay. That was way too many cards. Sorry. Might need to shuffle it. Okay, so what challenges or problems are Pisces placements facing in their relationship on the camel's side? Or the secrets in this relationship for the underlying things. Okay, so there's the Knight of Potions in reverse over here. We have the Eight of Presents in reverse here. One more card, please. Ten of Cups in reverse again. Before we get into that, we're going to get 3 more for the Rhino. And the hidden feelings, secrets, or thoughts about this relationship, or things behind the scenes or below the surface that need to be addressed in this reading. Okay, we have the Hermit. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse, or the Knight of Needles in this deck. That was one too many, so we're going to get one more for the Rhino. So I feel like it wouldn't be fair. Ooh, we got the Tower. Interesting. So, okay. So for the Camel right away, I'm just going to say, I feel like there's a lack of an ability to express feelings and emotions for sure. I feel like the Camel may be, take this as you will, the Camel may be kind of an emotionally stunted person. I feel like the Camel is struggling to find motivation to work on this connection in general. I feel like their anxiety may be getting to the best of them with the Camel. I'm going to actually get one more card for them. I know I said it wouldn't be fair, but I'm curious and I'm wondering. One more card for the Camel, please. This was 2, but we'll take 2, I guess. So we have the 4 of Cups and the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So it's almost like, so for the Camel cannot let go of something from the past. I feel like either the Rhino used to make them very happy or someone else used to make them very happy, and that is not how things are going right now. So I feel like the Camel is withdrawing themselves emotionally on purpose. I feel like the Camel is also exhibiting this anxiety, and like with the 9 of Swords, that means staying up all night. So I know the Camel is really thinking about this, like regardless if they're showing this or not. I feel like the Camel is also a very picky person, and the Camel is kind of stubborn when it comes to what exactly they're gonna do or what they're not gonna do, and I feel like the Rhino knows that, definitely knows that. But on the Rhino side of things, the secret feelings, thoughts, or whatever, I feel like the Rhino has been doing a lot more thinking than the Camel realizes. I feel like the Rhino has been deeply thinking about this situation for a long time, with the Hermit being there. But I feel like they are not communicating that whatsoever, or at least not in a clear, decisive, or kind way. Maybe they are expressing they've been thinking about it, but they've been saying it kind of in a way that's, rude, or whatever, if that makes any sense. But I feel like the rhinoceros, getting all technical, the Rhino is anticipating some type of tower moment with the Hermit. I feel like the Rhino is preparing themselves for the worst on purpose, because I feel like the Rhino knows that there's some crazy transformation or life event about to happen to them. I feel like they can sense it. If you're the Rhino, I feel like you know exactly, you don't know maybe what's going to happen in the future, but you know something really big is going to happen, maybe in regards to your love life. So you've been, preparing yourself for this by keeping yourself out of the picture or bringing problems to the table for once instead of hiding behind a facade. With the Knight of Swords in reverse too, it's also kind of I would say being straight up, but in a way that's really not sugarcoating it whatsoever. I feel like if the Rhino has some secret, they've been preparing for the worst is what I'm seeing, or they're preparing for something to change, something maybe that they are going to bring about, or something maybe that the Camel just was not expecting. And I feel like the Camel also, their secrets really aren't secrets, because they have this up here, and I feel like this and this are very similar in their way of not, it's there's not a lot of an emotion to express in the first place. There's emotions there, but they don't really feel the need to express them, or they don't want to, so they're not. And I feel like they're being very choosy about what they spend their time on and who they spend their time on, and that might be rubbing the rhino the wrong way. Or maybe the reason the rhino is being so distant is because the camel is deciding to not pick them on purpose or not spend time with them on purpose. But we're going to get a little bit into the future before I keep talking about that, because I feel like things will make more sense as we go. Okay, sorry, I'm bad at like laying out the spreads and such. Okay, Pisces placements, what's going to happen to the camel and how they feel about the rhino in the future in this relationship. Not romantic necessarily. Queen of Swords. Nine of Swords again. Ten of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way for a minute. And now we're going to get how the camel is presenting how they feel in the future, or not presenting how they feel. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. My lord. Sorry. That was a misshuffle. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Alright, so now we're going to get into the rhino. And how they are approaching or feel about the relationship in the future. Page of Pentacles reverse. More wind. Four of Wands in reverse. Oy. Nine of Wands in reverse. And they're approaching the situation with the Three of Swords. Emperor reverse. Okay, guys, so we're just going to talk about this as objectively as we can, and keep in mind this may not happen this way, or you may be able to change it by your actions, the way you behave right now in the future, or just by knowing this information it may change. But okay, so for the camel, I feel like the camel is coming to a very rash decision when it comes to like an ending in their life or something. I can see something changing with the rhino and the camel in the future. I'm not really sure what it is, but it doesn't really look positive. Because with the Three of Swords, or Three of Wands, well, the Three of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse for the camel is really making me think that the camel does not see a good possible potential for the future with the rhino, so they are not working on it. Now, don't be too worried. If that doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But with the rhino, I can see as well. It's almost like the camel is breaking the rhino's heart at the end of the day, which is not really what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting more of it to go the other way around. But I feel like the rhino's kind of giving up on something that isn't working for them anymore. I feel like they're kind of sad about an unwise investment of time, and I feel like something really does not make them feel safe, secure, or whatever. So they're letting go of control of something, or they're not taking any initiative when it comes to the other person because their heart hurts. I feel like, though, this may be a mutual misunderstanding between the two of you at the same time. I feel like if it's not a mutual breakup, or if this isn't a breakup and this is just some like really big miscommunication of feelings, or all of a sudden you stop talking to somebody and you're wondering why or something like that, in the future, it could be because the worst idea of the like connection got the best of both of you, if that makes any sense. The camel's probably very worried about like what the right choice is for their future and what they should be putting their time and effort into. Same with the rhino, but like they want something that makes them feel safe and comfortable, and not something that they feel like they have to have their guard up all the time, or where they have to like protect themselves or be like the boss and control the situation. I feel like the Rhino really wants just like, I can sense that you guys really, I want to get one card of mutual energy. I know that I'd never do this, but I know there's mutual energy in this spread somewhere, and I want to see what card represents it. We got the Nine of Cups. So, on that front, I can sense, all right, I feel like the two of you are like a little bit nervous about the other, because I feel like the two of you are anticipating the worst outcome out of each other because of the actions of each other, because you are anticipating the worst outcome, both of you, if that makes any sense. I feel like the Rhino right now has kind of come to this realization, and they're like, something needs to be done, or something really bad could happen if something isn't done soon. I don't necessarily see them taking action, but just knowing this information, like, I'm just going to say this right now, the both of you are feeling the Nine of Cups, which is very interesting because I feel like the both of you look at each other as some type of wish fulfillment, or like somebody the other needs to complete their life, or something that like makes the other very happy. The Camel and the Rhino make each other very happy, but I feel like the Camel and the Rhino have different ideas about the relationship, and I feel like they may be very scared to express how the relationship makes them feel, or something along those lines. I know that's a little bit vague, but that's how I'm getting the spread. And this is your guys's, this is Pisces Venus season as well. So like, this doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing either. The Rhino could come to the Camel as well with like news that their heart is broken, or the Rhino could say, look, I'm hurt. And the Camel could also say, look, I am hurt as well, if that makes any sense. And the Rhino and the Camel could be like, look, we need to let go of like our obsessive need to like figure the other person out, or our expressive, like, and just be okay with the fact that we make each other happy and leave it at that. You know what I mean? Take that how it resonates as well. I hope that that spread, you know, made some sense for you guys. And if it didn't, maybe it wasn't for you. And that is also okay. That's how tarot works. Okay, so now we are going to do a 9-card spread really quickly for your guys' month. The first 3 cards will be for the beginning of the month, the next 3 cards, the middle 3 will be for the middle of the month, and the last 3 cards will be for the end of the month. I also read the cards diagonally, up and down, left and right, just to get as many meanings as I can, so I hope it's not confusing. But I do this spread a lot for myself, and it tends to work out pretty well, so. Alright, we have the 9 of Wands, reverse. Sorry, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising for the month of March. Okay, we have the Magician. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and now for the middle of Pisces placements March, what is their life looking like? We have the Queen of Swords. In the middle of the spread, we have the 6 of Cups. Last card for the middle of the month, we have the High Priestess. Okay, and then for the end of the month, what's going to happen to Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising? We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Sorry, these cards are glare really bad, regardless if I have a flash or not, so my bad. Okay, we got the last 2 cards. First one that came out is Awakening, which is the Hangman in this deck. And we have the Sun for the end of the spread. Okay, guys, so At the beginning of the month, I see some letting go of something and kind of letting your words take action, if that makes sense. I feel like you guys are starting to really take your power back into your own hands is what I'm seeing. I feel like you're not sitting and defending a situation anymore that no longer serves a purpose to you. And it could involve a romantic relationship with the Two of Cups popping out. It could be something that no longer fits your life, or again, one second, or doesn't make you feel successful in some way, or you aren't progressing past a certain point. So I feel like you might be giving that up, cutting it out of your life, and it's probably something from your past. And I feel like this thing does make you very happy at the end of the day. This thing probably has brought you a lot of good things in your life, or this person maybe, if it's a person, they may be very nurturing, they may have earth sign qualities, they may be very like warm and thoughtful and kind. Or they may be a Queen of Air type of person. It could be like the same, you know, type of, this may be the same person. These two may not be people. They may be energies within yourself. But these two things may be people, and that's why I'm reading them as well. You could be dealing with somebody who is independent and very realistic and very witty, who isn't afraid to say what they think and just kind of say it, you know, regardless of if it's nice or not, if that makes sense. Or you could be that way, Pisces. Five of Pentacles kind of popping out as I was shuffling, talking about that. There may be, in the middle of the month, I could see you cutting things and people off in your life. The objective decision making for this card is really ringing true. I feel like there's a lot of things you know about your, like, there's a lot of things you know very deeply about. I feel like especially things involving your past. With your past coming up in this month, I feel like there's going to be a lot of either people from your past contacting you with the Eight of Swords or the Eight of Wands, or let's get one more card. Or Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Some very slow moving like connection or something from your past, I feel like either may speed up, if that makes sense. And I feel like with the High Priestess, we're going to get one card for that as well, just to see why she's here popping up, what she has some intel on. The Mother of Cups reverse. There may be repressed feelings involving this situation. This may be why you walked away from it in the first place, or will walk away from it in the middle of this month. We have the Lovers reverse that just popped out, and the Ace of Pentacles. So it could have been a relationship you thought was too good to be true in the first place, that you're really just kind of deciding isn't right for you, or it may just be moving a little bit slower than you originally thought. Or you may realize that somebody doesn't have as deep of feelings for you as you thought they did, and that's why things are going slow, but that's not always the case. That can apply either way. But at the end of this month with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, I feel like, and the Hangman and the Sun, there's going to be a certain distinct life event that happens to you that will kind of like make you realize the purpose of all of this, if that makes sense in the grander scheme of things. Definitely. You may have a new and very fortunate start in your life that may just kind of come out of nowhere. I was shuffling and I'm not going to lay these all out because it's a lot. I got the Magician, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Son of Swords, which are all kind of very like fast moving progress, or something very fortunate happening to you that you probably were manifesting or asking for at the beginning of this month. I could see it coming to fruition by the end of the month, but it's going to put you in a position where, like, I want to see why the Hangman's here real quick before I talk about it. Yep. It's going to put you in a position where you're going to have to come out of this state of like just waiting for things to happen and make that choice and decision. And I know once you do so, you're going to be a lot happier. I feel like this choice or decision is going to have to do with somebody from your past, or a past problem you have not worked out. And I feel like this theme is going to pop up a few times throughout the month with the Six of Cups. I also see it being a romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be, but there's quite a few cards that really point out that to me. Or it could have to do with a certain way of being, or a certain way you used to be, that you're finally realizing that you need to kind of cut those qualities, or reevaluate those qualities within yourself to see if you have any type of like, if they hold any type of substance for your life anymore currently. And if those ways of being are no longer holding substance for you, I feel like you may make the decision to just stop being that way. And this is a fated event meant to happen. If this is a romantic relationship, this was meant to happen. All of this was. And this conclusion or resolution that you come to involving it was also meant to happen. So there is that. I hope that resonated with you guys. And now we're just going to do a little closing message from Spirit quickly to see what you should leave the reading knowing today. Okay. We're going to pick 3 cards from this deck. Same deck we were just using. For the closing message that Pisces Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising placements need to know. We got a little too many, but we'll take this. 3 of Wands. We'll also take this. Page of Earth, so Page of Pentacles. One more card from this deck, please. Okay. We got the 10 of Cups. Okay. Now we're going to get 3 cards of advice from the Moonology deck. So Spirit is trying to tell you that there is something very prosperous coming for you emotionally in the future. If you're looking forward to blessings, expect them to come to you soon. If you're looking for news that your finances are going to get better, or that your life all of a sudden will become more prosperous, that is coming to you as well. And to not worry too much on that aspect. The answers you need are coming. See, I feel like if you're stressing about a certain question or a certain person, you really don't need to sit and stress on that, because I think that you'll just be blessed with the answers, and I feel like you'll just come to an inner knowing. This being your season as well, I feel like your intuition is going to be incredibly heightened. So please listen to it, Pisces placements. Especially involving love. Believe in the impossible also came out. So if there's something that, like, nothing is impossible. Also, that's another thing. Let me just get one more card before I keep talking. We got a new start is coming. Okay, so if there's something that you have been anticipating, especially with the answers you need are coming, believe in the impossible, a new start is coming, especially romantically, or when it comes to, like, a career path. I feel like you guys are really, like, once in a blue moon is coming to me, because that is the blue moon card. So it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity or a once in a lifetime chance is coming, and it's going to hit you out of nowhere. And I feel like you're going to take this opportunity. It's going to make you very happy, but don't give up hope just yet. Like, don't get too discouraged. If you're in a negative spot in your life right now, especially in a relationship, this is going to, like, this negative thing or this negative place that you're in is teaching you a lesson. Definitely that you're going to need for the future, and just wait on it. It probably won't even be super negative, if that makes sense. It'll just teach you how to deal with something, or teach you how to deal with someone that will be acting a similar way, or something of that kind. So your hard work is paying off as well. I just wanted to look at the bottom of the deck after I finished shuffling for you guys. So I feel like all of this anticipation, hard work, and trying that you've been putting into this situation will definitely pay off soon in the future. Expect good news in the future, for sure. It's coming, but it's not here yet, that's all. You just maybe need to be happy with where you are first, and, like, trust. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I'm sorry it was kind of a random, sporadic spread, but I feel like my readings go better that way, because I don't know, I kind of need to do readings like that instead of planned out and all perfect. So I hope that you guys have a good rest of your month, and I hope that I see you again soon. Bye!